down to the stuff on streaming. We have one that I was able to rewatch. I don't want to spoil this one yet because when we caught it in Tribeca, the whole point was that you need to go into this as blank as possible. But we will talk about the first three-quarters of the movie, which we actually really enjoy.
I thought it was very delightful.
Don't Make Me Go.
Yeah, this is a new road trip comedy starring John Cho and Mia Isaac about a terminally ill man who wants to take his teenage daughter to have some experiences together and meet her mother before he potentially dies. And I think there's a lot of cliched elements to this in terms of the father-daughter dynamic and not quite getting along, and
which is cute.
Yeah, and but they are so good in this, particularly Cho and Isaac. I think they go beyond the cliche setup of the whole situation and make it really believable. They're really believable next to one another and dealing with that tension, and they're very charming in this movie.
They actually feel like people who spend time with each other. And not hey, so we just met. There's your real mom right there. I'm going to pretend for an hour. It's not the Nathan for You where the kid's being swapped out. And that's why it's interesting that the movie begins by letting you know that you're not going to like the story. Mm-hmm. Specifically the story.
Yeah, which, could serve as a warning for the big twist that happens. Yeah. But I feel like there's a lot of movies that have done this cliche of this isn't a happy story, and then it's
still find a way to do so. Yeah,
right.
It's
just such a rug pull.
It's a bummer.
This movie does. It's a huge bummer, and I don't know. I just feel I'm not against bummers. In fact, I'm typically for bummers.
Yeah.
But I think bummers have to have some kind of justification or preparation, or maybe a little bit of foreshadowing beyond one line at the very beginning of the movie when maybe people are still walking into the theater or grabbing something from the kitchen. Yeah.
I don't know. I agree with you there because I think that they have a really good relationship in terms of them going on this journey to what's supposed to be his high school reunion. So it's him looking back at his past while she's kind of looking to her future. And I don't know. I thought it was a really good dynamic that they were able to carry with it. But definitely worth catching on Prime.
Yeah, for sure. And maybe you won't be as jarred by the ending as we were, but I don't know. It didn't quite work for me, but I've seen some reactions from people who thought it was actually pretty effective. So,
all right. So go into it with no spoilers. But Hannah Marks is a director that I think we both like. So
yeah, she did Mark and Mary and Other People, recently, which we recommended a year or two ago.
So she's done a couple of stuff. So if you're interested, check this one out. I think they give some pretty good performances over on Prime.